Hey, Bruce Feldman, pleased to be joined by Travis Dye, standout Oregon running back. The Ducks have a big game this weekend, coming down to Southern California to play UCLA. It is a 12:30 local time game on ABC. Uh, Travis, thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so a lot of people are familiar, certainly with your last name, not just you, but obviously your brother was a star there, Troy, on the other side of the ball. And now with CJ Verdell out, you're getting the bulk of the offense. How do you feel about handling the responsibility, and what has changed for you since CJ went down?
The responsibility, it comes easy for me. I've always liked pressure and, having that type of, pressure on me. What's changed for me since CJ's been out it's nothing really. My process has always been the same. How I do one thing is how I do everything. And, it really, it hurt that CJ went down, but I knew I had to step up, and I still have to going forward.
You're a Norco kid, and for people who maybe not from down here, there's a lot of really good football players come out of there.
Yeah.
What is this homecoming going to be like for you to play in the Rose Bowl, and given your role now with the Ducks on top of it?
Oh, it's gonna feel awesome. It's gonna be great. Going home and showing everybody what I could do on that type of stage in the Rose Bowl. It's gonna be unmatched. The experience is gonna be unreal.
Did you grow up a UCLA or USC fan?
We were at UCLA. My older brother actually he played at UCLA from 2008 to 2011, I believe.
Did the Bruins come after you very hard in the recruiting process?
Not really. My recruiting process was really slow. I only had about two offers, Oregon and New Mexico State, and it was a no-brainer. I was going to come to Oregon. I wanted to play on the best level against the best guys, at my age. Um, so it was a no-brainer for Oregon. But yeah, UCLA didn't really recruit me.
Any chip on your shoulder going to be there, or was there coming out of that?
Oh, it's always there. I've always been a low recruited guy, and I've always had a chip on my shoulder because of it. And I accept that. I accept that. Some people don't look at me as as this star back, and that's fine with me because I'll show you type of thing. And yeah.
I think when Joe Moorhead came to Oregon as the new offensive coordinator, it just seemed like you were an ideal fit for what he likes to do. How did things evolve once he kind of took over in your role in the offense?
Yeah, Coach Moorhead, he's such a great coach, so talented. And I knew when he came in, it's a huge, plus for us, just to have such an explosive coach that, loves explosive plays, and he throws them around all around the field. It was great. It's still great, having him here, just calling the plays and doing all that. It was definitely a positive for our team.
What was the hardest thing? People now know that when you guys played at Stanford, he had to have emergency surgery. He was not out there to be the play caller. What was that like to be in the middle of it, where your guy who did such a masterful job when you guys really took it to Ohio State and Columbus, and then he's not there for such a big game?
Um, you know, it it sucks. I hate it for him, but just like if any other player went down, it's the next man up. And we I know our coaches practice that. They practice these types of situations. If a coach goes down, something happens, the next man has to be ready to call plays, offense coordinator, defense coordinator, And so like I wasn't too worried about that at all. Coach Mastro, he's a great coach as well. And him calling the plays, it wouldn't be any different because we already prepared what we were going to do up to that week. It was really on us just not executing to the best of our abilities, and yeah, that one really hurt.
With you mentioned Coach Mastro, Jim Mastro is the run game coordinator, but also your position coach. So obviously you know
Right,
him exceptionally well. Were you
right.
lobbying him for certain things to do in the game, maybe that was different than maybe you would have with the normal process with Joe there?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say we were doing anything different or anything like that. Um, but it was the field was a little different. Just having Coach Moorhead brings so much energy to the table, and not having that there, that definitely hurt us.
Yeah, one thing that people have gotten to know you and become very recognizable for is you have one of the best mustaches in college football. What is this story like? What made you decide to grow it, and how often do people kind of talk to you about it?
Oh, so I in high school, I always knew that it was gonna grow in, and I would always shave it. And then when I got to college, I just got really lazy, honestly, and it just grew out. And so I liked it, and I wanted to keep it. And people talk about it all the time, shave the mustache. I like the mustache. Everybody has their different opinions on it, but only thing that matters is what I like about it, and I love it.
When you were younger in high school, did you look a lot older because of it than most high school kids?
Uh, no, not really. I had a very, very much baby face in high school. I didn't have this either, and the mustache, it was just a little bit. It was, it wasn't this.
Yeah. You've already graduated. What's your degree in, and what do you want to do you think after football?
I graduated in ethnic studies. I want to teach or coach after football. Um, I really want a lot of property, a lot of land in my name. But whatever happens, happens.
Uh, with that degree, how do you think that has helped shape you, and how you not just approach football, but actually just beyond football and everything that, is in your life?
A whole lot. That degree has taught me so much, beyond anything I can ever even comprehend. School was a huge thing for me, and it really taught me a whole lot, especially, ethnic studies classes. I love them. They're the best, just teaching, ethnicities and, how they came to be about and stuff like that. It's wonderful. I love it.
Do you think it gives you an even better handle on maybe what the culture of your own locker room is like with so many different backgrounds and so many different sorts of people?
Most definitely, it gives me a handle on pretty much anything that I do, around people. It kind of shows you how people are, how their culture is, and this is why kind of thing. Because you get guys from all over the place. So just to know what kind of background the guy comes from, it's everything.
Well, this weekend, huge stage for you guys in the Ducks. Obviously, the homecoming with you to play against, I guess, your childhood, your childhood rooting interest to see if you
Yeah.
can get some payback. So we look forward to watching you this weekend, Trav.
Thank you so much.